So another way to solve a quadratic graph. So what you're going to do, you put it, you're going to type it, and then you're also going to type in the second line 0, and you're going to see where does that parabola cross the x-axis, which is y equals 0. And to do that, you go second calc intersect. Remember we used second calc before when we did second calc vertex, or actually second calc min, second calc max. But now you're going to do second calc intersect. You move the cursor close to the solution that you want. You hit enter 3 times. It'll spit out a solution. It should say something comma 0, because in order to be a solution, the y should be 0. And then you're going to go to the other side of the quadratic, like on this side, and you're going to hit enter 3 times after you do second calc intersect, and that'll give you your other solution. Okay? And so, some examples are, if I said, what are the solutions of the following quadratic by graphing? So your first step is always going to be to put it in standard form. I have a 15 over here. I need a minus 15 on both sides. So that's going to become 2x squared plus 7x minus 15. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type this in y equals. I'm going to type this in y equals. And then I'm going to do second calc intersect. Okay. Let's see if I can't make this a little easier to see. So I'm going to type, get a y equals. And I'm going to type in 2 squared plus 7x minus 15. Down here, I'm going to put in my 0. Okay. And the lighting here is not very good. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to go graph it. It's always a good idea to see what it looks like. Okay? It crosses dx once, twice. Okay? So I should have 2 different solutions. So what I do next is I hit second calc intersect. Second calc intersect. Now, doing it this way, you don't have to choose to the left and choose to the right like you did with the vertex. You're going to go to your solution that you want, hit enter 3 times, and so it's always going to pick the closest solution. So, like right now I'm at 0, negative 15, so I'm like way down low. So I'm going to go, second calc intersect, right? So I'm going to move my cursor to the left, and notice it's at negative 1. I need to be over at like negative 5, right? Left, 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 left. There it is. And as long as you're close, you're good. You're going to hit enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. My solution is negative 5, 0. If 0 is your y, then you know that it's not a solution. This should say negative 5, 0. Okay? Next, you're going to do second calc intersect. Notice if I hit enter 3 times, it's not a solution until I move my cursor closer. Okay? So I'm going to go second calc intersect, and now I'm going to move my cursor to the right until about 1. See, we're still negative right now. There it is. And as long as you're somewhere close, that's pretty much right on it. That is not the solution because that's not a 0. I'm going to hit enter 3 times, and my other solution is 1.5. So my 2 solutions are negative 5 and 1.5. Right? Does that make sense? All right. Let's do one more together, and I'll have one to do by yourself. I have this quadratic. Is it in standard form? Nope. Now here is something to keep in mind. Now the easiest way to do this would bring the 6x squared over, make that negative 6x squared. However, we always try to keep our leading coefficient positive, if at all possible. So instead of moving that over, I'm actually going to move both of these over because it's easier to factor and type it in the calculator if the leading coefficient is positive. So that's going to be 6x squared plus 9 plus 15. When I move the 2 over, they become plus, equals 0, right? And then I'm going to type 6x squared plus 19x plus 15 into the calculator. And 0 is already there. A lot of kids, if it doesn't work for you, the reason why it doesn't work is because kids forget to put that 0 in there. Okay? And you're going to go graph it. I always like to look at it. Looks like it just comes down and touches it once, don't it? Yeah? So it's the same solution repeated twice, is what it looks like. Right? But I know, because I just taught you this, that only happens when this is a perfect square, trinomial, and 6x squared is not a perfect square. So what that tells me is that if I zoom in, more than likely it crosses twice, I just can't see it. Okay? So zoom. Let's try zooming. Which one do you want to try? Zoom in. Yeah, let's try it. Now if we mess up, we could change it back to standard by going zoom standard, right? So let's try zoom in. And you have to enter again. Did that help? I still only see once. Okay, so let me change it back to standard. What about zoom? We'll zoom out. All right. Zoom. Does that actually work? So you're saying hit zoom in, and you move your cursor, hit enter 3 times? Like, oh, I can keep hitting enter? Oh, I should have moved the cursor down. Oh. So let me try again. Zoom, zoom standard. And then zoom in. And you're saying move the cursor to where I think my vertex is. I might maybe move it down a little bit, right? And enter. And I didn't realize you could do this. That you could just move your cursor again. And you're saying hit enter again, it'll zoom in more? Well, that is pretty cool. I didn't know that. I usually don't learn new things from students. But yeah, it crosses twice, don't it? What I was also going to show you is there's another zoom that is zoom fit. And then there's also one, my favorite, and I'll show you real fast. Even though your way worked, one of my favorite ways is called a zoom box, because you can put a box right around where you want. And so zoom box, you go zoom box, it's the first one. And you just make a box around it. So you choose the upper left you want, hit enter, and then you're just going to make a box around it. See, and I like that way a lot, because I could control exactly how it zooms in. Okay, but your way worked too. And then I'm going to go second calc intersect, choose to the left. See, that's at -1. I need to be about negative. Oh, there it is. Hit enter 3 times. 1 2/3, 6 7, 2 decimal least. And then the other solution, intersect, and this time I'm going to right. Hit enter is -3 or -1.5, right? Or -1.6 and -1.5.